not a doctor.
Hello everybody, welcome to this Kali Ma inspired pick a card tarot reading. A lot of people will see the imagery of Kali Ma and think that this depicts something frightening or evil, but that couldn't be furthest from the truth. Kali Ma is an extremely compassionate and mother-like deity. I don't have any particular intention for what will be coming out in this reading. This is purely guided by Kali Ma, who will be speaking through me. I'm channeling Kali Ma's messages today. So whatever messages she chooses for you to hear is what you are going to hear, so buckle up. So with that being said, here are the 4 piles that you can choose from in this reading. This here is pile 1. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. This here is pile 2. This is the Osho Zen Tarot deck. This here is pile 3. This is the Muka Tarot deck. And this here is pile 4. This is the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So take a minute to connect with Spirit and ask for guidance into which pile is the correct one for you. Timestamps are in the description. Make sure you scroll down and give it a like before you go to your reading. It really helps the channel out. See you for your reading, my lovelies. Okay. I'm being such a tarot lady right now. Oh, it's funny. I really put on the YouTuber voice for that one. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. I'm going to begin just by shuffling the cards. I always shuffle the cards as I go with the reading. If you don't like that, feel free to skip through the shuffling, although I probably will drop some messages as I'm shuffling. So just be aware of that, because I work pretty quickly and intuitively as the cards come out. Okay, so I can already tell that this is going to be a much more grounded reading than the others. This one, King of Pentacles, what did I say? Okay, so the King of Pentacles represents someone who is at the top of their game. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, wow. So this is describing 2 people, one who is very grounded, very earthy, and one who is very fiery and passionate. So we've got a masculine and a feminine energy here. These could be 2 parts of you, or this could represent 2 separate people in your life. 6 of Wands reversed. Okay, so the 6 of Wands is an ego card, but when it's reversed, it's talking about not coming from a place of ego. Actually, okay. So I knew this would be a more grounded reading. So this could represent someone not getting credit for something. So we've got the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is the face of, let's say, a business or some sort of financial endeavor. They are the top of this business. They're like a boss or a CEO. Then we have the Queen of Wands, who is the source of this creative, passionate energy, who is very driven, outspoken. Think Sagittarius, think like a Sagittarius woman who speaks her truth. And then we have the 6 of Wands reversed here. This reads to me as someone else getting credit for the Queen of Wands work. Oh, wow. The 10 of Wands just flew out and it's reversed. Okay. Oh, all right. So the 10 of Wands represents a burden. When it's reversed, it's like releasing the burden of something. So yeah, this is really taking its toll on you. Whoever is not being credited here, this is like, it's almost like you can't speak out. You can't speak out against this person because the King of Pentacles is the top dog. So there's like a weird power dynamic here where the Queen of Wands just basically has to cop it for whatever reason. We will find out more as we go. And yeah, there's the Magician. Okay, so it's really, Kali Ma is really encouraging you to speak up about this. The Magician is communication, okay? The Magician represents communicating something. So Kali Ma is really, really encouraging you to be upfront and honest about this with somebody. You have to tell somebody that this is going on, otherwise it's going to continue. Okay, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. And you will be rewarded if you do this. So the 6 of Pentacles is about receiving gifts. It's particularly about receiving money from people, okay? So if you want to be properly compensated for your work, you really have to speak up about this and this might be really hard for you to do because there's this stigma here. There's this King of Pentacles who is quite an intimidating figure. But this is the truth of what you deserve, okay? You can't, you have to work, you have to be compensated properly for what you do, okay? There's a lot of reasons why that's really important. One of them being that if people within any field accept less money than what they're worth, that's setting up other people in the field to be paid poorly similarly. It's also just because this is what you deserve, this is what you need, okay? People should get credit where it's due. It's simply not fair. It's about upsetting this power dynamic that's been set up here. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. So this could be causing a lot of stress and anxiety for you. Okay, so it seems really counterintuitive, but obviously this burden that you have is stress and anxiety. You have stress and anxiety for taking on more work than what you should be taking on and for not being properly compensated for it, okay? So you're working hard and you're not getting paid for what you do, but also the stress and anxiety is coming from the idea of speaking up about it, from the idea of, I'm thinking this could be, if you work in like a bigger company, this could be like protest energy. There could be, someone could be organizing a protest, right? And maybe you're afraid to speak out. If it's something a bit smaller scale, it could just be that there's a hierarchy in place and you're afraid of upsetting the hierarchy because everybody else sort of just goes with this system and you don't want to be the one who causes problems for everybody else. But I'm seeing that speaking up about this is a way to overcome the stress and anxiety. I think you're worried that they won't see your point of view. That's a big stress here. The Hangman reversed is about not seeing something, coming to a wrong conclusion, or about not wanting to release something. So there's almost like this sense of the King of Pentacles doesn't want you to realize the power that you have, and also this power dynamic exists solely, like he knows what he's doing, okay? He knows what he's doing. I say he loosely, it's just a masculine energy. But this like boss masculine energy, they know that they're exploiting people. And they know that they're getting away with it, and they want you to feel stressed out so that you won't talk about it, so you won't speak up and fight back. The Lovers. Wow, so there is someone here who can support you. The Lovers also represents a big decision. So it's encouraging you to make this decision. I think that a lot of the stress and anxiety that you're currently feeling is over whether or not to speak up about this. The answer is 100% speak up about it. This is something that needs to be said. Yeah, and you got the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is like there are other people who feel the same way. Once one person speaks up about this, it's like everybody else is going to stand up and be like, oh yeah, me too. Like it's like support, okay? Other people are going to come forward and they're going to be like, no, you're right. I was thinking the same thing. I just didn't want to say it. And we got the Ten of Swords reversed. And the King of Wands. Okay. I think that there's one person here who is going to try and convince you that this is like you sabotaging yourself, when really the King of Pentacles or the King of Wands, this person, this is like a very assertive male energy. This is like dominating other people. I think there might be one voice out of all the others that will try and convince you that this is like self-sabotage. So for example, in the protest scenario, this might be them saying, look, causing a fuss about this is only going to cause unemployment rates to go up and blah, 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 whatever. You know, that there's going to be this one voice of dissent that's going to try and convince you that taking action is a bad idea. They are wrong. They're sabotaging themselves and they don't even know it. So it's like they're on the same level as you, and they have gotten into, maybe they're in like the hustle mindset or like the grind mindset, and they don't realize it's like this person doesn't realize that they're brainwashed. This person doesn't realize that they're brainwashed by the system. and they would rather just not push the boundaries. You have to be aware that there's going to be this one voice of dissent that will try and convince you otherwise, and they're not going to back down either. So you just have to be aware of that there are going to be people who push back against it. That doesn't mean that you're wrong. That's important. That does not mean that you are wrong. Any other messages for pile 1? So yeah, where's this gonna go? The devil. Ugh. Yeah. This is straight up manipulation. Yeah, so the devil reversed, I see this as, this is not something that you were doing because it's reversed. It's like, this is not a problem of yours. This is like a problem in your environment. So your environment right now is extremely negative and extremely toxic. Specifically to do with this situation. This is not coming up as like home life or anything. This is more to do with work. Your work environment is extremely toxic. Yeah, okay, and the Seven of Cups reversed is like letting go of illusions and stuff, so it's like you're starting to see the truth. You're becoming really grounded, so you are 100% not imagining things. Don't be gaslit by people. Don't let them convince you that you shouldn't go for this. People are gonna, there's especially this one voice of dissent, they're gonna try and convince you that you're making a big deal out of nothing, blah blah blah. They're gonna gaslight you. They're gonna gaslight, they're gonna girl boss, they're gonna gatekeep, like, you know, your environment is gonna be really toxic, but you're gonna be able to see through that. Kali Ma is really encouraging you to stay grounded throughout all of this, okay? Like, put your needs first. Put your needs first throughout this whole situation. It's like, if you can't feed yourself, or if you can't advance your career the way that things are currently going, then it's wrong. If this is not directly benefiting you, if your work is not benefiting you, then it's benefiting someone else. You are doing work to advance someone else's career while you stay put, while your life doesn't change. That's manipulation. Oh, bitch. Everything is fine. Okay, so in this deck, everything is fine is like an extra card. It's like the Ten of Swords, but it has a slightly different meaning. So, yeah. Your work environment is straight up toxic. It's like, so if you just look at the imagery, it's like acting like everything is fine, but you're literally dying. She's on her phone, just chilling there, but you're literally dying. Like, this is the card of someone who is being used. Like, this whole set is just someone being used. Yeah, and this is like a slow realization that you're coming to as well. So you're slowly, this is what the Seven of Cups represents, and all these cards together is like you are slowly realizing how toxic your environment is and that you need to get out of there. I wouldn't be surprised if quitting is sort of the vibe we're going here. It's like either you need to quit or you need to make some serious negotiations about what is happening, because your environment is so toxic. Your work environment is so toxic. It's not fair, it's not healthy, and it's not going to change if you don't do something about it. So, ooh, damn. All right, there's always a pile that's a bit of a kick in the ass. I'm sorry, guys. This deck is really this deck specifically is like really kick in the ass energy. It's like really straightforward. It's really blunt. So yeah, for those of you who picked pile 1, there's like 2 things it's saying: either quit your job, or if that's not an option for you, demand better pay, demand to be compensated properly, demand credit. Okay, you have to do that. You have to do that or nothing will change. You're just going to continue lying there slowly dying. That's literally what will happen. So thank you, pile 1, for tuning in for your reading. I really hope that you got something helpful out of this. Sorry if it was a bit harsh, but I know that for those of you who were drawn to this reading, it was something that you really needed to hear. So Please leave a like on this video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. And thank you so much for tuning in for your Kali Ma themed reading. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your Pick a Card reading with Kali Ma. Now, if you picked this pile, this is a much more spiritual deck. The nature of it is just so. Alright, so just a disclaimer, I do shuffle as I go. I will try not to talk while I'm shuffling so I can cut those bits out. If there is any shuffling and you're not a fan of that, feel free to just skip. What are your spiritual messages? What are your messages? Oh, okay. Okay, so the dream reversed. The dream is about projecting idealized versions of reality that turn out to not be true. So you may have just shattered an illusion of someone who you were maybe projecting like fantasies or like idealized realities upon. You may have just realized that basically someone is not who you thought that they were. Just part 2. Ordinariness. And friendliness. Okay. So in the Ordinary Tarot, these cards would be the 6 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. So I think that it's possible that you're in a relationship with someone and you're sort of just coming out of the honeymoon phase. You're starting to recognize the beauty of ordinary life. So this is not necessarily like the terrifying wake-up call that some people would face. It's more like just fading out of this imaginary, like maybe these like too high expectations or just like fantasies basically. If you had any fantasies about someone, you're starting to realize that they're quite ordinary, but that's not a bad thing. You're starting to realize that the beauty of the ordinary human being and of ordinary life. And if that's not something that you're currently doing, that is something that is going to happen. So you may find that your own expectations don't actually satisfy you. You may find that you're actually a lot more drawn to ordinary pleasures. By that, this could also represent, so this is a romantic pile, I'm just seeing that, okay? This, if you're not in a relationship right now, this would be someone who is realizing that the person that they thought they wanted is actually not who's right for them at all. So you may be meeting somebody who at first glance is like not your type and you would find them quite boring, but as time goes on you would sort of fall in love with that. Okay, we have creativity. Okay, so that's the Empress reversed. Moment to moment. Okay. No shade, but maybe you normally attract losers. It could be that, like, typically in a relationship you have to like mother your partner. Like it's not something that you would probably do on purpose, but it's like overprotective, like mothering, nurturing energy. It's almost like babying someone. So it's like you don't have to do that with this person. They can support themselves. They don't need you to mother them, okay? And moment to moment, this ties in with ordinariness in you're actually becoming really present with this person. So you're learning to appreciate, you're really just becoming really present. You're becoming really present with life. I think that this relationship is aligning with you right now because you are aligning with yourself. You're letting go of these fantasies. You're sort of letting go altogether. You're letting go of like things that you may have been manifesting that weren't right for you, and you're sort of just embracing the everyday ordinariness of life. An example of this would be learning to appreciate the food that you have, learning to practice gratitude, learning to appreciate the warmth of your bed, learning to appreciate that you have clean water, this or that, whatever your situation is. You're learning to live moment to moment and appreciate the present, becoming more aware of joy when it happens. And this is sort of this is what's having you grow out of this like need to mother, this need to help, this need to protect. It's like, this could even be a savior complex. This could be like a savior complex that you're outgrowing. You could be the type of person who sees potential in romantic partners, and you're starting to realize that that's not how you should be going about. You're becoming more grounded in that you're looking at who a person is right now. The burden. Wow. Yeah, this is like releasing a huge burden in your life. I think you are really caught up in your head, pal, too. You're someone who's been living in your head for a long time. Even if you're not interested in romantic relationships, I can see that this is definitely, if it's not romantic for you, it's just about learning to appreciate the people around you more, learning to appreciate your environment more, learning to appreciate the small pleasures of your life more. And that's like a huge burden off your shoulders. This could even be coming out of depression, for those of you who have been going through a dark time, coming out of depression, or even just releasing the, let's say, releasing the need to succeed. It's like letting go and letting the universe guide you. It's letting go, going with the flow, learning to let your intuition, your guides, your spirits take you on the journey you're supposed to be on. It's like, it's not about letting go of responsibility. I'm not saying you doing anything crazy. It's more just like you were maybe too responsible before, or you put too much pressure on yourself before. You put too much pressure on your life to be a certain way before. Maybe you just had too much attachment to dreams or like money situation where you wanted to be, but it's like you're really letting go of that. You're really outgrowing that need for life to be a certain way. Wow, you got the master. Okay, yeah. You're mastering yourself. This is self-mastery. Completion. I mean, hello. Mastery, completion. You're completing yourself. You're filling in the gaps in yourself. Okay? No one else is doing that for you. It's like you don't expect people to do that anymore. You don't expect anything external to fulfill you anymore, because you're coming to a point in your journey. And if you're not here yet, don't worry, because this is saying this is where you're going. This is where you're getting to. You're doing everything right. Okay? You're letting go of the burden of the human burden of overthinking. That's I see that. I see what separates humans from animals is that we overthink everything. Okay, we allocate certain importance to certain things such as status and this and that, okay, things that aren't real. It's like you're learning that. You're learning that you have mastery over yourself. You're learning that you can complete yourself. You don't expect anything, any material thing, any person. You don't expect anything to fulfill you. You don't need that anymore. Okay, so this is definitely a romantic pile for most people, because we got the Two of Cups and we got the Lovers. So I think that it's funny. I think you were over-attached. You were over-attached to having a romantic relationship. You wanted it so bad for so long, and you wanted it a certain way. And it's like you've released yourself from that burden. And it's like, because you've done that, because you've completed yourself, because you realize that you don't need that anymore, now you're getting it. It's so stupid. It's so funny how the universe works like that. But it's like, oh, finally you're moving on. Finally you're realizing that you don't need a romantic relationship to complete you. Okay, well, here's it's almost like a test. It's like, here's a romantic opportunity to test you, to see if you're going to become codependent, if you're going to let someone if you're going to become someone's mother again, if you're going to go through the same pattern again. It's like, this can be a healthy relationship, okay? But it's about whether or not you will apply the maturity that you've gathered over time to this relationship as well. Are you going to give this relationship too much importance, or are you going to acknowledge that you're completed with or without it and not be too attached to it? Because that is what a healthy relationship is. It's sort of being in the moment with each other, okay? It's not having expectations for each other for the future other than to love, support, and accept each other. And that's the core essence of a healthy relationship. It's like you don't have expectations for you don't have expectations for a friend to save you, or to be your mother, do your laundry, to cook for you, this and that. They might do that without you having to ask if you're going through a rough time, and that's the sign of a good friend. It's sort of like that, it's like you don't expect anything from this relationship, but you just show love to each other when you can, how you can, you know. Same goes if it's money, if you have money expectations. I'm not really seeing that. It's more like, but in general, it's like learning to appreciate the ordinariness of each other, learning to appreciate each other exactly where you are. Okay, so we have slowing down, reversed. And then you have the Three of Cups. Lovely, celebration. Okay. And then you have rebirth, reversed. Okay. This is a quick little warning. Okay, so you've come through this journey, all right? Don't allow yourself to be caught up in the higher life again. It's going to be like, see, this person could introduce a lot of new and exciting opportunities to you that might get you in the same mindset of like, okay, I need to go, I need to achieve this, I need to go out to this and this social event, I need to do this, I need to look like this, blah, blah, blah. It could be, you have to resist falling into that same pattern, okay? So this is a test as much as it is a reward. It's like a test to see, are you going to repeat the same patterns, but it's also a reward if you don't. It's like, this is a relationship that has some long-term potential, as long as you don't fall into the same old patterns, okay? As long as you stay at a steady pace, go at your own pace, take care of yourself. I'm trying not to say don't party too hard. I guess like just don't, Friendship is like a strong emphasis here. It's like, don't focus too much on your partner. Make sure you maintain a healthy social circle, and don't allow this relationship to become a burden on you or on your partner, okay? All right. Let's see if there's any other messages coming through. Past lives. Okay, so this is really going to be a powerful connection for you. This is like, yeah, this is 100%. If you believe in past lives, this is a past life. This is like literally a past life connection between you and your partner. This is like calling in a soulmate. This is like literally a soulmate. But you know, some soulmates come here to test you. We've got the Nine of Wands reversed, exhaustion. You guys have been in this cycle for a long time, both of you. You guys have both been in similar. You guys have both been in similar cycles in your life. Be careful not to trauma bond with this person. Don't focus on the negatives in your past so much. Obviously, you know, empathize and listen to each other, but don't let this become a trauma bond where it's all about your pain. But you guys have been doing this for a long time. If for those of you who believe in past lives, this is like a cycle that's been happening between you guys, and like separately as well, over the course of many lives. But you're really nearing the end of it. This is like, yeah, this is like a cycle that's been happening for so long. I can't stress that enough. You've come to the end. This is a really big deal because you're nearing the end of a cycle that has spanned multiple lifetimes, a test that has spanned multiple lifetimes. This is literally something you've been learning for so long. It's like, you guys are kind of tired. And then you got projection. This is a really real. I think you guys are tired of living in the illusion. You guys are both spiritually aware people. You're both really tired of living in the illusion of this earth. And if you know what I know, if you know, you know, right? Like you know what I'm talking about if you know. You're both very tired of this life, and it's like, that's something that you'll both be able to bond with this person. This person will fully understand that. This person 1000% feels the same way about life as you do. This person's very spiritual and focused on their own ascension. So that's something that you guys will do together. You guys will focus on your own ascension together. You'll support each other in that way. This is a really deeply profound spiritual relationship. Wow. Very real. It's like you guys don't have, you know how I was talking about in the beginning, like projecting like these false ideas? Like that is not the case at all. This is like the opposite of that. You guys see each other for who you really are. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much, Pal 2, for tuning in for your reading. And thank you, Kali Ma, for providing these messages to Pal 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below telling me what you thought about your reading. I really love to hear your thoughts. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. Kali Ma messages meant specifically for you. Let's get straight into it. Now, full disclaimer, I do tend to shuffle as I read. I will try and cut out the parts where I'm shuffling, but if I happen to speak mid-shuffle, I'll just keep that in if you don't mind. If you don't like the shuffling, you're welcome to skip, okay? Okay, so you got the Page of Swords reversed. Oh gosh. Okay. So this immediately is like giving up energy. So this is the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like you're on the verge of giving up. It's like you don't want to fight anymore. Life is too hard. You could be struggling with money right now, or you could just be fighting the system in some way. But like, it's like you don't want to fight anymore. Oh my gosh. Pile 3. And you got the 6 of Cups reversed. So this could be something from the past that you've been battling for a long time. I'm hearing this is a fight that like you have been waging for a while. Oh man, I feel really, I feel a lot of empathy for you right now. This just feels like it's been going on for a long time and it feels kind of hopeless to you. This could have something to do with children. Okay, so you have the Emperor reversed. The Emperor reversed can represent like a father figure or just like a masculine figure. This could have something to do with a divorce, or this could have something to do with is like been oppressing you for a long time. It could be oppressing you financially, but it could also just be making you feel like it's like this could be like systemic oppression. It could also be some sort of fight that you're just tired of having over children related to a marriage. And it's making you miserable. That's the Sun reverse. This is literally like pure misery. Oh my gosh. This is someone on the verge of giving up. Like that's the energy that you're giving me, is someone who's about to give up. And okay, 2 of Swords, there's some sort of decision that you've come to. It's almost like this could be like an ultimatum. This could be like there's like some sort of decision you have to make, but it's like you feel like you're gonna lose either way, or it's like such a tough decision to make that it's not even satisfying. It's like you're being given a decision, but you don't really have control over the situation. You know what I mean? So this could be, again, this could be over custody, like custody of children. This could be about marriage assets being divided unfairly. This could also be some sort of decision maybe to break free of like religious or traditional oppression that's been making you miserable. But it's like you don't really have the money to escape this. Like, you know, you need money to escape things. You need money to get away from things. It's like you're not really in a position to do that. You're not in the financial position to get what you want in this situation. Yeah, literally you have the 6 of Swords. It's like you can't escape it. 6 of Swords reversed. It's like you want so bad to escape this thing, but you can't. It's like you're in a bind. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe you were planning an escape and that plan somehow fell through. It's like you were trying to get out of this. This could also be abuse. This could be an abusive relationship, full disclaimer. I know this is getting really heavy, but I've got to be honest about what I'm seeing. You could be trying to escape an abusive relationship, but you can't get out of it due to money, or societal expectations, or both. It could be like some sort of traditional mindset that's keeping you there. And the Five of Cups reversed with the Six of Swords is like, tried to escape, but I couldn't. Okay, and this is like, okay, Eight of Swords reversed is like you're trapped and it's out of your control. This is something that is not your fault. I'm literally just getting the same message over and over again of someone being trapped. Like, we need to, I want to know what you can do. We need some spiritually uplifting messages because this is really bleak. I feel for you. I really feel for you, Pile 3, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Okay, we've got the King of Cups. Okay. King of Cups is like the highest emotional card. This is like true love. So if this is an abusive situation, this person is not part of that situation. This could be you. Although I'm seeing you more represented here by the Page of Swords, so someone on the verge of giving up. And then we have here the King of Cups is like there is someone who loves you through all this. And they're waiting for their opportunity because you got the Ace of Wands. It's like someone who loves you or someone extremely compassionate is waiting for an opportunity to intervene. Passion, creativity. This could be someone who has feelings for you, 100%. There's someone external to the situation who has a lot of passion and love for you. Oh my god, yeah. You got the Lovers. Okay, so you might be in some sort of romantic relationship with someone outside of all of this, okay? So if that is not where you're at the moment, I'm seeing that there is like not necessarily a knight in shining armor, but there is someone who really, really loves you. And I mean like loves you from the bottom of their heart, is like passionately in love with you. And if this is not, I mean like it's very rare for cards like this to come out for a platonic situation. But if it is platonic, like say you're asexual, this person is really passionate about taking care of you. So you do have someone on your team, but then we have the Five of Swords, which is like bickering. This is like, it is like sort of fighting, but it's like fighting over things that don't really, well, I don't want to say don't matter because like everything matters to someone. It's like disagreement, okay? So you and this person who loves you may disagree over what to do in this situation. So that comes back to this Two of Swords. It's like there are two options and you don't really like the option that this person, this King of Cups, is presenting to you. So you may be disagreeing, but this person truly loves you. Don't doubt that. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is like, oh, okay. So Three of Cups can be like friends and stuff. This could be like a subject of gossip for people in your friendship circle. I also see that there's like a lot of people have opinions about this situation in your immediate circle. And it's not really helpful. It's really not that helpful for them to stick their nose into it, honestly. And then we have the Knight of Cups again. So it's like these people have good intentions, like they have your best interests at heart, but it's like everyone is at odds. Like everyone thinks that there is something different that should be done about this situation. I'm not going to end the reading here. Like normally that's how many cards I would pull, but it's like I really just need to see where this is going. Okay, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the time. All right, so like, I can, and again, because you've got the Knight of Cups like upright, I can, they, this is like compassionate, like, they're trying to help. I see that they don't, like, these people who are having disagreements and like bickering over what to do about the situation, everyone is just trying to help. There's not really any explicitly like bad intentions here. It's like too many cooks in the kitchen. And then we have the Hierophant here. So this is really coming back to, there's like some sort of tradition, because you got the Emperor reversed and the Hierophant. It's like there's like some sort of tradition or like religious thing that's getting in the way. It's like clouding people's judgment. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles reverse, which is like not following through. It's like not supporting something properly. Oh my God. This can also represent the church, or like I say the church, but it could be just like a religious institution or something trying to offer help, but it's like they're doing so with ulterior motives, or they're doing so manipulatively. So I wouldn't trust if there's like some sort of, this doesn't necessarily have to be church either. This could just be like an organization with like religious ties. So think like a charity or something. If someone like offers you some sort of charity and it's like from an organization, a church, like an institution, I would be wary of their intentions. I don't think that they have your best intentions at heart. So that could be something that people are arguing about as well. They could be saying, you know, these people are trying to help you. Why wouldn't you take that? Blah, blah, blah. I would trust your intuition. It's like they will use you. It's like they're going to be like, you need me in this situation. It's like they won't give the favor for free. It'll be like you owe them. Yeah, and then we have the Tower reverse. So this is like something falling apart inevitably. I think that this is like just a massive piece of advice. Don't trust any church or charity or organization that comes to you saying that they can help with this. This is not specifically like the law, but like any institution, like religious institution or like societal institution with like power that is trying to help you is doing so manipulatively, and if you allow them to help you, it will fall apart. Like whatever they try and give you is built on unsteady foundations. It's like no matter what, this will fall through. Like there are no benefits to taking this route. And then, yeah, so you have the Seven of Cups reversed, which is like you seeing through this illusion. I don't think you're falling for their BS, okay? Like, I think you see them for who they really are. It's like the friends and the people around you who are trying to convince you that this is a good idea when it's not. So listen to your intuition. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. This is like someone working hard at something slowly. So, yeah, I think being grounded, this is sort of like a nose to the ground, working on something slowly. I would just say don't accept any handouts. I don't want to say pull yourself up by your bootstraps, because it's not exactly that. This is more like helping yourself. This is like doing it yourself energy. I would not accept help from anyone through this. It's like do this yourself. I mean, accept support from the people who love you and the people around you, especially this King of Cups who really does love you. Accept support, but don't let anyone else tell you that this is the right decision to make, because it's not. Like, you know what the best decision is. Go with your gut. Even if it means you have to struggle and work hard for a little bit, I think that you 100% know what is better for you. It's like you're already in a bind. Don't get in more of a bind because you end up owing somebody. And your final card, the Magician. You need to speak up. You can... Okay. This is the final card, all right? So these 3 cards together is like you getting your life together yourself, relying on yourself. I know that that is kind of like a harsh message, especially for someone who was like on the verge of giving up, but you can do this. That's what Kali Ma is trying to say. At the end of the day, you are the one who is in control of your own destiny, and it's through your own effort that you will get to the place where you're in control of your life again. So whatever you do, don't accept the handouts from the people who will manipulate you. There's also something to do with, maybe there's something about the way that you speak. There's something about what you have to say that's important. So I would say that if you are looking for like a career path, like something to go into, teaching, public speaking, anything that would involve you talking to other people as like your main source of income. This could even be like preaching or whatever, because we've got so many like so much religious imagery, but it's like anything where talking would be counseling, where that's like how you would get your income. That is something that if you work at it slowly will pull you out of this whole mess, okay? There's something about the way that you talk that's really powerful and important. All right. Thank you so much, Pile 3. I know that was a bit of a heavy reading. Please leave a like if that resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below telling me about just your experiences with this reading. And I'd also just love to hear about your situation, hear how it resonated. And yeah, just to talk to you about this, because I know it was pretty heavy. I would love to talk to you about your situation. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Kali Ma, for the messages that you provided. Let's move on to Pile 4. All right, Pile 4, welcome to your reading from Kali Ma. Please hang on a second, take a deep breath with me while I channel messages from Kali Ma for Pile 4. Thank you, Kali Ma, for any messages you have for Pile 4. Okay, we have the Hierophant coming out as the first card. Oh. Okay, and then we have Judgment reversed. Oh, why are there so many? This is already reminding me of Pile 3's reading a little bit. Okay. Okay, so this Judgment card represents what people think. And the Hierophant card represents tradition, religion. So you might be a little bit worried about people's perception of you, your public reception at the moment. And this is strongly tied to your religious beliefs or the traditional beliefs of your country or society. With Judgment reversed, it's generally you're worried about people having a negative opinion. And it might even be just a fact. You know, people currently just have a negative opinion about something that you're doing because it doesn't align with their religious views. Then you have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you're a little bit detached from this, or you're trying to be. The Queen of Swords is a woman who sees things from like a logical standpoint. This is encouraging detachment from the situation. Or you may already be detached. You may be even a little bit cold towards these people, or it could mean that the church or this religious institution, or just this like the people who believe this, like that you're breaking tradition somehow, they are acting cold towards you. Ace of Cups. Oh gosh. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups reversed. This is like falling out of love with something or someone. Oh gosh, cards are flying about. And Five of Swords is disagreement. Yeah, so I think that there's been some sort of disagreement between you and like a group of people who have a certain set of beliefs. So it's like you're detaching from this group of people over having different views than they do, or they could just be pushing you out because they think that this is weirdly like targeted towards you as a person. Maybe this immediately has me think about, LGBT people. You could be part of the trans community. If you are, then I love you, trans rights forever. But I'm really seeing that this is strongly linked to religion or tradition and some sort of disagreement that you're having with people over that, which is leading to a feeling of detachment, loneliness, lost love, lost connection with these people. Okay, then we have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. And we have the Moon reversed. Okay. So money is somehow involved in this as well. Page of Pentacles is someone who is expecting money for something. This could be someone who's expecting money for something. It could be that there's some sort of religious belief that is stopping you from being properly compensated, or is stopping you from getting the money for something that you need. And then this is some sort of secret coming out. This is not a secret that's being kept. This is a secret that's already out, or a secret that is going to come out. I'm really okay. So actually, I keep thinking about laws being passed. That justice isn't here, so this might be a little bit off. But I just keep thinking specifically about laws being passed that oppress a certain group and prevent them from getting money they need. That is the specific situation that is coming to my mind, and it's from a position of like not having any compassion for the people in need, not having any love for the people in need. This is like oppressive. Messages from Kali Ma. First of all, as well, I want you to, as an aside as well, I want you to know that Kali Ma fights for the underdog. Kali Ma is extremely compassionate and loving. If you are someone who is experiencing oppression, like financial oppression in some way, like people are getting in the way of you getting money that you need, especially if it's to do with religion, I want you to know that Kali Ma is on your side, and she is a deity who removes obstacles. She fights back against people's enemies. So I'll just put that out there. And then you have the Two of Wands reversed. Okay, this is so weird. Maybe this could be talking about a secret relationship. So if you are an LGBT plus person, and you were having a secret relationship with someone of the same sex, or it could be like you were outed as trans, or like against your will. This is like a secret coming out about like something to do with sex, or like something to do with a person's sex life. Oh god, and this has led to like massive trust issues as well. So yeah, I think someone that, it could even be that someone that you trusted outed you. Someone that you trusted, and someone that you might have been having a sexual relationship, or just someone who knew about something like sexual in your life. Sorry, I should probably label this as an 18 plus reading, because it does seem to be going that way. But my channel is not for children anyway, so. Okay, yeah, it's like they're trying to... Okay, so the Two of Pentacles reversed. Someone is trying to stop you from... It's like... Oh, this is like a dynamic to do with some sort of money dynamic between two people. This is like... It's like an unfair trade-off. It's like an unfair trade-off, and it leaves someone like barely staying afloat. And I'm talking about financially. It's like financially, it's like an unfair trade-off, and like someone is like barely staying above water right now. And then there's the King of Swords. Okay. All right, so since you have the King and the Queen of Swords, usually when like a king and a queen of the same suit come out, especially because you've got like the sex card, this could be like a secret relationship that you were having with this person. So the King of Swords could represent a person that you were in a secret relationship or secretly having an affair with, or something like that. And again, like this could be just someone having an affair. So if you're not part of the LGBT community or something, it could be that you're having an affair with someone, or a secret came out about an affair, and now there's some sort of like unfair, there's like something unfair to do with money. It's like someone is expecting money for something and they're not going to get it, or it's like someone wants money for something that they don't deserve. And as well, the King of Swords is someone who presents as very intellectual, sort of detached. Like this is there's a lot of detached energy. There is not really any loving cards. This could have been like just a sex with benefits thing, friends with benefits, or this could have just been like, this was not like a serious relationship. I'm seeing that there weren't really expectations. There wasn't really like love between these two people. Especially if this is someone who was just like a friend who added you. It's like now these two people are very cold towards each other. So it's like you and another person have gone cold towards each other because this secret came out and it broke all this trust between you. And it's like, this person could have even done it because of money. It's still something to do with money. They could have done it out of desperation. And then, yeah, you got the 10 of Wands burden. I think that this was sort of weighing on their conscience a little bit. So that's where the Hierophant comes back in. It's like there's some religious guilt happening here. I think it was really weighing on someone's conscience. And that's why they did it. That's why they outed this secret, this secret affair, or like this secret relationship. It was because of their religious guilt. That's why they did it, if you were wondering. It's like, this is almost like someone going to confession. This is like someone confessing to a priest or something. It's like it's like a burden that they want off, that they want to stop carrying. Like a weight off their shoulders, you know? But it puts a whole weight onto yours. It's like shifting the burden to someone else. So yeah, there's like a lot of judgment coming from your community on this situation. And then we have the 8 of Cups, which is about running away. Someone's trying to run away from this. It could be the King of Swords. The King of Swords could be trying to like get out of it by like throwing you under the bus. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is literally someone running away. Knight of Wands is taking action somehow. This could be someone, okay, so this could be you, or this could be someone close to you, but I'm seeing something about like running away to start from scratch. It's like someone really wants to run away to sort of like start a new life. The 8 of Pentacles is like slowly working towards something, slowly building. It's like slowly building something, right? And the Knight of Wands is like a very impulsive, spur of the moment, do it now sort of energy. So it's like, this to me is someone running away so that they can build a new life somewhere else. Yeah, and then the 8 of Wands as well just really talks about like this being a super impulse decisions. 8 of Wands is like rapid changes. I think the whole situation could be moving very quickly, and so it could be encouraging some very spur of the moment impulsive like feelings in you or in someone who wants to help you. Because the Knight of Wands, the knights are like, you know, knights in shining armor. This is like someone coming to help in some way. Someone could be encouraging you to run away and go start life elsewhere, or that just may be something that's in the back of your mind because everything around you is happening so quickly, it's pretty overwhelming. Okay, and then there's 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak. Okay, so that's the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is not my favorite card to see right now. This is like self-sabotage. If it was upright, it would be like someone else sabotaging you, but because it's reversed, this is like sabotaging yourself. And then there's heartbreak. I think like I don't think you should run away. I think that's like a bad idea. If that's something you were thinking about doing, that's just like impulsive, and it will make the situation worse. It's like sabotaging yourself to do that. Or someone in this situation is definitely not making very smart decisions right now. If you are feeling the urge to make some snap decisions, I would just wait. Wait until your heart's healed a little bit. Wait to see how it turns out. Can we have some actionable advice for Pile 4? What should Pile 4 do? Okay, so the first thing that's coming out is let other people help you financially. There are people who are willing to give you money. This could be through a charity of some kind. There could be a charity specifically designed to help people in your situation, or some sort of like what would you call it? If we were still talking to, say, trans youth who are in an emergency situation and they needed to find a safe space, find somewhere that specifically looks after people in your situation, right? So like a home, like a youth shelter. An LGBT focused youth center would be something like that, you know. Whatever's specific to your situation, like whatever situation you're trying to escape, there are places specifically designed to help people in your situation, is what I'm trying to say. So think charities, think emergency housing, think even people in your community who are willing to support you financially. Even online, think like GoFundMe. Okay, and then there's the Two of Swords, which means that you have options. It's like, it's also like a decision. Okay. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. I'm seeing that you're gonna have to make some sacrifices. So the Four of Pentacles is about letting go of something. This can mean specifically like material possessions. It could mean just like losses. You could suffer some losses, but it's like you either cling to the stuff that you've already got and stay in this crappy situation, or you have to sort of leave some stuff behind and maybe seek like emergency housing somewhere, okay? If it's not emergency housing you need, I'm just seeing that there is something you're going to have to leave behind in order to receive this new gift. This is like a gift that's coming into your life. It's like a salvation, like a financial salvation. And you have to lose B to get A. This could also mean just giving up security, you know? This could mean giving up the comfort of your old life. It could be something as simple as that. But it's like there's something that you don't want to let go of that you will sort of have to let go of in order to progress. The Nine of Pentacles, which is like being single and doing it alone. The fact that this card specifically came out says to me that this could be a breakup as well, because we also have the Three of Swords, and you know there's the King of Swords and Queen of Swords. So it's like if you're running away from just like a really bad breakup, if you need to get out of a relationship for whatever reason, and you're entitled to your reasons, this is basically you saying you're going to do it alone. This is like being single, okay? This is also being comfortable on your own. So I think this is something that is good for you. Being alone for you right now is good for you. And then you have the Lovers. And the Star. Whoa, okay, whoa. What a turnaround. Okay, so this is like in the future. This is like a lot further down the line, okay? Basically what I'm seeing is you are going to get to a point where if you accept the aid of this Six of Pentacles, if you accept that aid and if you do sacrifice your old comfortable life, it's going to lead to a lot of abundance for you. The Eight of Pentacles is someone who is like standing on their own 2 feet, okay? It's like someone who is materially comfortable and just basically just comfortable on their own. It's about not being in a relationship, but then you have the Lovers. It's like, this is someone new coming into your life, and the Star, this is like really positive attention. So it's like, it's almost like by going through all of this, you're actually going to meet someone who sees the situation differently. You're going to meet someone who sees the situation, who sees eye to eye with you. The Star is like your dream. It's like your dream relationship. Your dream relationship will come out of this. It's like the most positive relationship you could imagine is the end result, but it's only after you've gotten to this stage of like you're comfortable and standing on your own 2 feet again that will come in. All right, that was really loaded. There was a lot going on in there. Thank you, Pile 4, for sticking to the end of this reading. If this resonated with you, please make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, to hear about the situation that you're dealing with. And of course, I wish you all the best. Love and light to you. And that concludes our Pick a Card readings for today. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time.